So let's jump into it.
Right.
Skye, how you doing?
I'm doing wonderful. Had a
Good,
great
good.
day, chilling.
Thank you for joining me. So what we're gonna do is start off with the question that I ask everybody when I get started here on these spouse spotlights, and it's the easiest question: is who are you? What do you do? Where are you from? Who did you come here with? Let's break the ice. Let me and let the audience know who you are and what we're dealing with here. What's going on, Skye?
All right, so I'm Sky Noir. I work at Ramstein and I drive hour and a half away every single day from Spangdahlem to Ramstein. I am a mill-to-mill spouse. At the time when we were moving here, there wasn't any, housing available in the middle. So I kind of sucked it up and been like, okay, I'll drive. But the cool thing about it is I have a Tesla, it's electric. So it helps with the cost. I don't have to pay much
Yeah,
or with electricity, I can charge at home.
right.
Um, Most of the time, the landlords can hook that up, and it gives like a price discount to them to be
Oh,
able to install like a charging station
oh,
at
okay.
house. So it's a good incentive as well for them, and then for me as well. So I'm not spending a whole bunch of money on gas because when I first got here, I had a hybrid. Worst decision ever. Don't do that. I was spending maybe like $800 per month with gas,
Oh,
but
yeah,
it's been
yeah.
a game changer now. Like I spend maybe like $150 a month. So yeah, so I work at Ramstein in the pharmacy med group. It's a grind, but it's a good grind. Service like I'd say like 56,000 dependents, active duty, civilians, GS, contractors, and stuff like that.
Are you talking about at Ramstein? Or are you talking about?
Yeah, at
Okay,
Ramstein. But also too at Spangdahlem, it's a little bit smaller base populace, like 12,000 active duty civilian contractors and stuff like that.
so there's about 12,000 people total at the base.
Yeah, at Spangdahlem. Yeah, yeah,
Okay, cool. Yeah, so I want to focus more on Spangdahlem, but we can touch a little bit on Ramstein. I've got a lot of content on Ramstein, but we can
yeah,
we can talk a little bit
definitely.
about Ramstein as well. But I know nothing about Spangdahlem. I've been there one time, and it wasn't long enough to know anything about it. So I know it's an Air Force base, correct?
Yes, it
You
is
guys got
Air
any
Force
other
Base.
branches there?
No, sometimes like other branches will fly in and help out with different missions and stuff like that. But as far as like in-house or anything like that, it's mostly just Air Force.
Just Air Force.
That's stationed there. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool. And your spouse is at Spengalum, right?
Yes.
In your
Spouse
Ramstein.
has been down. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Got it. Okay. So, talk to me about the first impressions of Spengalum. Like, what can people expect when they first get over there? Are there mountains? Is it hilly? Where is it located? Is it a big city right outside the base? Like, what do we even expect when when we're moving to Spengalum?
So I'm going to tell you right now, it's very country. There's a lot of farming, there's a lot of agriculture that goes on around here. It's small, it's quiet. If you're coming from a big base, don't expect like a lot of things happening around. Most of the time you will have to like travel a little bit as far as I would say maybe at the most 20 minutes to get to like a decent restaurant or anything like that. It just depends. Like there's different restaurants located like a little bit outside of base, but you're still going to have to get a car, a taxi, but taxi services really don't come on base very frequently. So, transportation, getting a car is essential, is very essential out here.
Oh, wow.
Um,
Okay. And so what's the closest city to Spengalum? Like what's that city right there?
it's Bitburg, so it's about, I would say, 10 minutes away from Spangdahlem. It's known for like one of the most famous beers and brewery.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That
yeah.
brewery is there in Bitburg, huh?
Yeah, so there's
Okay. I didn't
them
even
there
realize that.
too.
I know about that beer. I didn't realize that was right outside the base.
It's a nice, cozy city. Most Air Force people live there. Very modern, has a good history, has some things to do locally. So
Do you know how
yeah,
many people live in that city? You know the population?
I do not know. No, I don't.
Would you
But
say
on I would say
10,000,
maybe at the
50,000?
most 10,000. Yeah,
Oh,
maybe at the most
it's a
10,000.
small city then.
It's small. It's small. And
Wow.
I would say it's a small village
Got
too.
it.
Yeah. And then you have like Wittlich, which is 20 minutes away from Spangdahlem. Very cute, very quaint. Farming country. They have modern housing too as well. You
Okay.
get more like Globus, Etika,
Okay.
Aldi, all those different stores. Expert are near there. So it's a
Right.
lot of things also to do in Wittlich. And they have a lot of festivals and markets that go on in Wittlich as well. So I live near Wittlich too. So it's a
Okay.
nice little village city. Yeah.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Okay. And where is there public transportation in both those cities, or is it just like
So there is public transportation, there's a train, and then there's also the bus schedule, but it stays very regional with the bus schedule. It's not going to take you like to Cologne or Frankfurt or anything like that. It's very
okay.
local, very centrally located, like Bitburg, Trier, where I live, Wittlich. So it won't take you up to like any place else that's like more than I would say 30 minutes away.
Okay. But so most people, if they're doing public transportation, they're taking the train then, yeah?
They're taking the train. Yeah, the train here does go to Frankfurt and Cologne, Trier, like the local cities. If you need to go to the main airport in Frankfurt, it'll take you there too. And then there's also transfers too. So the normal local German transport. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So what are people doing in that small little village then? Is everyone out there hanging out in that area, or what do you do on the weekend?
Most people go to Trier or
Okay.
Luxembourg. Like if you're looking like have a good night out, go to a lounge,
Yeah.
maybe go clubbing or anything like that, people are going to Trier. It's one of the oldest cities in Germany. It has a Roman type cultural feel too. It has very exquisite dining, I will say. I've been to very nice course menu dining in
Oh,
Trier.
a little bougie.
Um, yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit. But there's always something going on in Trier,
And how far is that from you guys?
like 30 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah, it's not a bad drive. And it's also near like the Mosel River that goes through here and stuff like that. Lots of wine country out here. Like it's beautiful. Lots of different wine
Do they
country.
have
Yeah.
river cruises from Trier on
Yes, they
Mosel?
do.
They do.
They do. Yes.
Okay.
And it's very nice. I actually went to one. It was like a get your guide, and I rode a bike, through the Mosul city, and then had a stop at like a different wine bars and stuff like that, and
Okay.
then met up with like the boat to take, our bikes and everything and
Yeah.
cruise back up to Trier. But it was fun. Yeah, there's lots of stuff to do and learn and grow as a person out here. So yeah.
Yeah. No, that's cool. That's real cool. Now is this your first overseas assignment?
No, it's not. Yeah, I've been overseas since 2019 and I'm a military brat, so this is normal life for me.
But what about Germany? Is this the first time you being in Germany?
Yes.
It
Yes.
is. Okay. And how do you feel about the area or
I
about
mean,
being in Germany?
I love being overseas. I love the aspect of being able to get up and go and go to a different country or drive to a different country or
Right, right.
experience something new and different. So that's just runs through my veins. So
Good, good. And
yeah.
then how far I don't know if you said Luxembourg is close to you?
Luxembourg's like 50 miles away. Yeah. It's a
Okay.
nice weekend getaway. They have a lot of concerts are in Luxembourg, a lot of like activities, bars, clubs, also for kids, a lot of conventions and festivals and stuff like that, especially Christmas markets. It's one of the most popular Christmas markets
Oh, in Luxembourg, really?
in Europe. Yeah. Other
Okay.
than Cologne, but Cologne has a really nice Christmas market.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's not that bad then. I thought, I was thinking that you guys were like really just
Suffering.
suffering. Yeah. But that doesn't seem that bad. I mean, you got a train station. How far is that train station from you? 10 minutes?
I would say like 10 minutes. Yeah.
10 minutes away that'll take you anywhere in Europe, right?
Right, anywhere. Yeah. All you
Uh
have to do is just download the app, get where the times are and everything, and
yeah,
you're good to go.
and you're
But I
good.
think a lot of people, if this is their first overseas assignment, they kind of need that support system, or if they've never lived overseas before, they're gonna have to get that support system in order to get out and feel comfortable to do certain things, especially if the language barrier.
Yeah,
So
but I feel like that's a really good place to like a good kickstart for a European tour because you're not in
Yes.
a huge city and so it's not so overwhelming. You know what I mean? Like
Right,
you can
right.
take it kind of slow with being within the village and go to
Hmm.
these smaller local areas first and then go to
Yeah.
these bigger spots. So
Yeah. It's a good jump off. Like in Luxembourg, there's an airport there. So it has Ryanair, it has Luxair, it has the major airlines where the tickets to fly for a different country from there is pretty cheap. And then you also have Cologne Airport and then Dusseldorf Airport, an hour and a half away, or Frankfurt, Maine too. So I
okay.
mean, there's avenues to go fly to different countries without having to go to Frankfurt.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that's nice then.
It's not too
Okay. So let's talk about your specific experience coming over here. Y'all took the Patriot Express or commercial airline?
commercial airline. Yeah,
Okay.
I was coming
Into,
from UK.
oh, okay. Okay. So that was easy then.
Yeah, it was easy.
Just to wait, did you fly into where? Luxembourg or
I flew into Frankfurt.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I was
That
able to schedule a shuttle from Frankfurt to Spangdahlem, and it was an easy transport.
oh wow. They
Yeah.
okay. Isn't it like a 2 hour
It's
shuttle?
like a two-hour shuttle drive. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's available. The only bad thing about that is that since it is a small base, they don't have a lot of shuttles available.
Okay.
So just depending on the timing too and how many people they have hired for
Yeah.
the day or depending on the day will depend if you'll be able to get a ride from the shuttle. But most of the time they'll let you know, like if you request one,
Yeah.
that you might have to take a taxi or you might have to, ask someone within your unit to get a ride. Yeah.
Okay. All right. So you guys, so no pet. Do you have any pets?
I have no pets.
No
Yeah.
pets. So you didn't have to worry about any of that. No kids.
No kids. No
That
kids.
is an easy PCS. And you came from the UK?
Yeah. Yeah. It was solid. Yeah.
Come
Yeah.
on now. Okay. Well, then let me go into some, then, because that's what takes up most of our time is talking about all the kid stuff, all the pet stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Just family oriented stuff. But that's okay because I'm going to talk to somebody else from Spangdahlem who does have kids and pets.
Yeah.
So I'll get all that. So I'm not even tripping on that. So let me just start asking you some questions just on your personal preferences on things. Like,
Mhm.
what are some things that you know now that you wish you would have known before you moved over here?
A bigger savings account.
Okay.
I did save quite a bit. I saved, I don't know, like 15K. But
That's
here,
that's
I mean, here you have to take into accountability as far as you need a car.
yeah.
Okay. When you come here, when I came from the UK, I didn't have a car. I sold my car.
Okay.
Didn't have a car, and I had to think about a rental while I'm looking for housing. While I'm looking for housing, I have to make sure that I have either down payment, first, second month's rent, utility costs, all
Yep.
this other stuff, expenses that just like you're just throwing money to it, right?
Yeah.
Because you just don't know. And most of the time when people come, I would say to Germany, they're going to be like, wow, I didn't know that. I wish I would have been prepared financially,
Yeah.
especially if you have dependents or anything like that, that can take into account, like, you're going to be spending some money.
It adds up. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
We actually just finished a new product that's for free. It's a Oconus PCS financial planner coming over here, and so I just go over all the common expenses that I've come across within the last 10 years that I've been living here in Germany, and put
Yeah.
together a list for so people can get a realistic understanding of how much it's going to cost to move over here. And
Hmm.
sometimes it'll shock you, but you do get a lot of reimbursements, which is
Hmm.
nice when you kind of protected under that military umbrella, and so they move you and they'll reimburse you for certain things. But like you said, yeah, rental cars not reimbursable.
Right.
You got to throw down on a security deposit if you're going to be if you're a civilian or if you're living off base.
Hmm.
Each base is kind of different on who they let live off base. But if you're living off base and it's not government housing, you're going to need that security deposit. And that
Right.
could be up to like 2 Gs.
Yeah.
And then so there's a bunch of other expenses in there as well. And so you do get reimbursed for a lot of those things. However, you know how the military is, like they don't like to pay you right away. You
No,
know
they
what I
don't.
mean? They
They
will
don't.
take their time. Sometimes you'll have to fight to get that reimbursement. So yeah, that is something that I think people I feel like a lot of people aren't talking about that too. Like when you go online and did you get a lot of your information about Spangdahlem from like Facebook groups and stuff?
No, I didn't.
Where did
I
you get a
just
lot?
did my own research.
Oh, you
Uh,
did? Okay.
yeah, so I didn't go online. because each situation is different. So I didn't go on any like Facebook posts or anything like that. I just did my own research, asked some people that are already stationed here, like what am I gonna be expecting?
Yeah.
Like what should I look out for? What should I prepare myself ahead of time
Yeah.
so I don't have to worry about it once I get there?
Yeah.
Because once you get here, especially like getting your license prior to and knocking out that CBT prior to helps with being able to get your license and then being able to get your car and go through all that process of like being registered right and stuff like that. Cause like going to the registration office, that's already a headache, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just being able to knock out those things that you're able to beforehand instead of waiting till the last minute or when you get there.
Did you take your driver's test before you got to Spangdahlem?
Yes, I took it at that like 30-day mark that I can like take it,
Yeah.
pass it. And once I got here, I would say my second day, I went to the license office
Yeah.
and got that done
Yeah.
because I wasn't about to wait. Because also, too, like my mission, there wasn't anybody available to be able to help me transport or go here or go there, you know, with like housing and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I had to do a lot of stuff like on my own, which was fine because I don't mind doing that. But sometimes there might be someone that's not as motivated or might feel comfortable to do that, you know?
Yeah.
So
So you didn't have a sponsor.
I did,
Oh, you
but
did.
they weren't able to help me with certain things. And I'm 38 years old. So I didn't really need my sponsor, but some people need their sponsor, you know?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you've been
Right.
overseas before,
Yeah,
you've been
yeah.
overseas before, and so this was nothing like new to you being out of the
Right.
country, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But for
Yeah.
some people that have never been out of the country, you got a bunch of kids, maybe this is your first assignment, that type of thing. Like you're gonna
Right.
need somebody on your side that's like, look, you need to do X, Y, and Z, and then go do that.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah. Which
okay.
I encourage people to speak up and vouch for yourself if you need help with something because you don't want to be in a situation where I shoulda, coulda, woulda,
Yeah.
and then you can't get out of that said situation. So, and also for sponsors, like don't just assume that that person is good because they're not saying anything.
Yeah, yeah. So now going back to the whole Facebook group thing, I brought that up because most people use
Mhm.
Facebook groups, to help them out with moving over there. That's a thing over there, right? In
Oh
Spain.
yeah, that's a thing. There's so many Facebook groups for
Okay.
everything. For everything. Like anything you could think of, there's a Facebook group for it. Yeah.
Okay, cool. And
Mhm.
so would you say that the community is pretty helpful with incoming families coming over there and
Yeah, they're very helpful. There's some people that have been here for years, like contractors that have been here for years. And if there's a function on the page where you can research housing and it'll come up with all the posts about housing
yeah,
or childcare, it will come up with all the posts about that. So even if you don't look up on the page to see if that's something that you're looking for, someone's going to answer or someone's going to provide like guidance of where to look. And if they don't know the answer, they're kind enough to be like, hey, just DM me and then I'll be able to help you from there.
got it. What are some things that you love about Spangalum and some things that you hate about Spangalum?
I love the gym. The gym is very nice. It's
Okay.
new equipment, it's pretty. It has awesome, energetic trainers, classes as well, provided boot camps, anything like that.
Hmm.
They're very proactive when it comes to that. So I love the gym. Things I don't like about Spangdahlem, I would say the BX is very small.
I've been in the BX before. I was a little underwhelmed. For an Air Force base too, I was like, come on now.
I was very underwhelmed, especially military clothing. Why are you not open on the weekends? Like some people have to work during the week and then you close at around like maybe 1700 and some people don't get out of work until 1800.
Mhm.
And so like the hours of operation are it's not conducive to those people that work those odd hours
Mhm.
or I have to get, uniforms or it hemmed or something like that. And they're
Yeah.
closed on weekends.
Yeah.
So most of the time, I'm driving up to Ramstein to get those things done because I
Oh,
know
okay.
they're open.
That's funny that you say that too, because most people have that issue with the hours of operation on the economy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because the
No,
hours.
it's for me, it's fine. Like if because they're closed on Sundays. I grew up not going to the store. on Sundays. And I was also homeschooled from overseas,
Yeah.
so I knew they weren't going to be open.
Okay.
So I know to make sure to do all my grocery shopping on Saturday.
Yeah.
If I want it from Etika or Globus or anything like that, I'm good.
Yeah.
And then they just chill. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the base itself, is it just Bengalem, just that base, or is there other bases like connected to it and stuff, you know?
No, it's just Spangdahlem.
Oh, it's
That's
just
it.
Bengalem. Okay. And do they have a shuttle bus that will take you all around the base?
They do have a bus, but no, they
They
don't.
don't have a shuttle bus.
No, they don't have a shuttle bus. The only shuttle bus that they have is to take you from the airport and back.
Really? That's
Yeah.
shocking. How confident are you in that answer?
I would say like I'm 50% confident
Oh,
because
that's not that good.
around I've driven around several times during the week, and it's not like I see a shuttle bus like I do when I'm at Ramstein.
I'm about to look this up right now.
Please look it up because I
Okay.
haven't seen one. And I haven't seen the bus stops either.
They got an airport shuttle, bicycles, driving yourself.
So they don't have a bus
Wait,
stop.
official shuttle, 50 cent on logistics readiness squad. On-call shuttle for work appointments only. Official appointment, yeah, cannot be used for transportation for to or from lodging, your house, the commissary, exchange. Wow, really? They
Okay.
do have an airport shuttle though that's from the base.
Yeah,
Like
to the
that, okay.
airport.
Which is
That's it.
nice because my base over here needs that so badly. And we have 3 times as many people as you guys. Wow. Okay. You were right.
That's why I said 50% because I
Hmm.
haven't seen one. I mean,
Hmm.
they could have been hiding.
Okay. Okay. It's interesting. I did not expect that at all. I think because when I think of Air Force and I think of Germany, I think of Ramstein, and they have everything on that base
Yeah.
that you need. So I just would assume that Spangdahlem is just kind of the same thing. They got everything that you need. But wow. Okay. Let's talk about local resources off base. You said you're in a small village. So I would assume that it's probably a little difficult to figure out where you're getting your hair, your nails done, where you're going to eat, where you're going to get an auto mechanic, all these little local resources that you need off base. Is that difficult to find, or what do you do for that?
It's not difficult to find. It's just you just have to ask the right questions and what you need done. There is a Spangdahlem beauty page where people do post like a lot of their businesses, home-based businesses. There are a lot of home-based businesses here that
Yeah.
do eyelashes or nails. There is a nail salon in the BX at Spangdahlem, but just depending on their availability. And then also too, there are other people that do offer their services and on the German economy
Yeah.
for any type of beauty, things like that. If you're looking, say for instance, there's an emergency service for you need to go to the hospital. There's a Wittlich hospital. It's like 20 minutes away that offer emergency services since Larmsey is the only, hospital that you can go to.
And
You'll
where's
be able
Larmsey at?
Larmsey, it's no Launchville Medical Center.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah, so since there's no emergency hospital MTF here, you would have to go off base to the emergency hospital that's in Wittlich, or there's one in Trier, which
Okay.
is 30 minutes away. So just depending how severe it is, just go to Wittlich Hospital. They do accept TRICARE. They do speak English, so you'll be able to get whatever you need from there, get stabilized. And then if you do need to go to Launchville, then you would just drive up
Okay.
to Launchville to receive further services or medical attention, which I mean is hour and some change away. But unfortunately, the only MTF that is on Spangdahlem base is only outpatient services. They're not open 24 hours.
Yeah.
So, and then also there's a mechanic on base that you can go to. There's also mechanics off base that you can research depending what you need. Like for my car, I wanted my windows tinted in the back. I just researched who would be able to do that. And there was a place in Bitburg, or if I need my tires changed, there's different places too as well for those services. If you want to get a haircut, most of the time, like there's people that, on base that cut hair.
Oh,
So
yeah.
they
All
do
right.
that. And that's on the Spangdahlem beauty page as well. Because I would never get my haircut at the BX.
Oh,
Just,
girl, come on now. Me either.
yeah.
You already know.
Right. I would never. No, no. Yeah. But I mean, there's several type of resources, just depending on what you want. And those Facebook pages really like help out people as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Yeah. We're not suffering too much out here, you know?
It doesn't sound like it. It's not, doesn't sound like it's as bad as I thought it was going to be, you know?
Yeah.
So it
Yeah.
seems like a very quiet, comfortable, safe little life you guys are living out there. So that's cool.
I can't complain.
Yeah. You guys travel a lot out there?
Yes, a lot. Since I've been here, I think I'm at country 40 now.
How long you been there?
Like 3 years, but this is the accumulation of like being in Korea
Okay,
and
I was like,
UK,
hell, you did
you know,
40 countries in 3 years. That's we did
yeah,
40 in 4 years. And I thought that like it was a lot, a lot, a lot. Like
yeah,
every single 3 day weekend, every
we're
break, we
gone.
was gone.
Yeah,
Every summer for 4 years, for every summer we went on a cruise so that we can hit a bunch of them because we thought we were always going back.
yeah,
My wife signs 2 year contracts out here, so we just thought we'll do 2 years and go back. But 2 years, so we did 20 countries in 2 years because we for sure thought we were going back after that,
right,
and we thought we done did it. We are like we did this Europe thing, but then we're like let's just do two more, and then we did 40.
right. Just why not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now we've been here 10, and we've only done I've been to 46 countries in
Oh,
10.
that's good.
Yeah, yeah.
That's really good.
Damn near every single country in the EU. I haven't been to Moldova. I haven't been to Lithuania. I haven't been to Honduras, which is near Barcelona. Just a
Yeah,
small, tiny country. So just some little stuff.
just something light.
Yeah, just lightweight, lightweight. So let me ask you this: your biggest advice for people, incoming families coming over
Mhm.
here to Spangdahlem. What you got for them?
I would say a good support system.
Find a support system.
Yeah, find a good support system
And how would
because
they do that?
you just have to find your tribe. That can be through the key spouses group. That could be through the orientation that you'll go through, especially like different Facebook posts that say like, hey, like I need help, like I'm struggling.
Uh-huh.
Like I've seen a lot of those, and a lot of people have been very kind and compassionate and just reaching out to those people. Make sure you take your vitamin D during like these winter months because that will help your psyche so much if you're not used to just being it cloudy and rainy and all this other stuff.
Yeah. I was
And
gonna ask you about the weather, but I figured it's probably the exact same over
it's
here
the
in
exact
Germany.
same thing.
And
Yeah.
for those who are wondering what the weather is like out here, I mean, it's cloudy, it's rainy a lot. If you ever lived in the Pacific Northwest, like Seattle, Washington area, Oregon, exactly like that, you know? The sun, but here's the thing, you will get 4 seasons in Germany for
Oh
sure.
yeah, you will.
Sometimes in one day.
Hmm.
But most of the time, you're going to wake up and it's going to be overcast and it's going to be dark, especially right now with the daylight savings thing that happened. But it's dark in the morning. And then on my way, when my wife comes home at 4 or 5 o'clock, it's dark, completely dark,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
So that's not to discourage anybody, but just to prepare yourself
Right,
mentally.
for the darkness. The darkness has come.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely take your vitamin D. We dispense a lot of that, especially during this time. Like people are, and there's nothing wrong with being prescribed vitamin D. It's just to help you out, just a little, give you a little boost. Not
Yeah.
unless you're planning a vacation to go get some sun for a week or something like that. But
Right.
all honesty, like also too, like make sure you take advantage of the travel. Take advantage of it because sometimes you never know. Because there's a lot of people that I've known, being stationed overseas, they didn't take advantage of it, and then at the tail end, they're like trying to hurry up and go places and all this other stuff, and they're like, "Oh man, I should have took advantage of that."
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's so many different opportunities for that.
And it goes by so fast. Like if you are coming over here, first of all, if you're a civilian and you chose to come over here, I
Mhm.
would bet that 90% of you that chose to come over here are coming over here to travel.
Yes.
Let's get real. Especially if
Yes.
you're bringing your family, your whole family over here. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like
Right.
that's what you're supposed to do here in Europe,
Mhm.
right? But regardless of what your active duty or civilian, you only get 3 to 5 years,
Yes.
AD or civilian. And that goes by very fast.
Hmm.
So you've got to take advantage of every single long weekend. If you have kids, and there's you're on the kind of the school holiday schedule, take advantage of all of those
Yes.
breaks and
Yes.
go see the world. You don't even know the next time that you'll be able to come be stationed overseas. This could be it. This could be
Hmm.
your only thing. you know?
Yeah.
So take advantage of it. I agree with you. Do you guys get plans for Thanksgiving or Christmas yet?
Thanksgiving, just having some friends over cooking, and then Christmas going to a winter wonderland in Amsterdam, which
Yeah,
is
I'm gonna be in Amsterdam for Christmas.
oh nice.
Hey,
Hey, we should probably link up.
we'll talk.
Um, but yeah, and then New Year I'll be in Copenhagen. So
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I see you repping Copenhagen today too, huh?
Yeah, I am.
What's up
Yeah.
with Copenhagen? Why you like Copenhagen so much?
I haven't been yet.
Oh,
So
okay.
it's on the bucket list. I
Okay.
already have my 2025 projected trips planned as
Yeah.
well. So it's just one of those things like I adore traveling. It's my thing. It's my niche. So
Yeah. Yeah, me
yeah.
too. Me too. I'm very much into it. Don't you got a you got a little IG or a little social media thing going on with travel stuff, right?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay.
So
I'll have
it's
to plug you on there.
Skye underscore traveler. It's SKYE underscore TRAVELER. Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah.
So I just highlight a lot of, accommodations, where to go, what to do, just little snippets. I'm gonna start to further on TikTok have more of a like just documenting more and explaining more of what to do just because IG isn't built like that. It's just like 16, 30-second videos and that's it, which is fine. But yeah, I enjoy it. It's my passion. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with you. I'm with you. You got a travel arm yet? What's up? You want to start doing travel arm stuff? Because
Oh,
we can do
actually, I
this.
do have a travel sleeve.
We can do this if you
Yes.
ready, okay? Amsterdam, Paris. Come on now.
Okay. So I have like Mykonos, I have Seoul, I have
Oh, I
Athens,
see Athens on there. Yeah. You
Hong
get some serious
Kong.
ones though. I just get like little guys to represent. Like my Greece one is just this right here.
Yeah.
You can't hold on. Right there it
Let me
says
see.
Zissimi Pathos is what it says, which means
Oh,
live with passion.
oh, I like
This is
that.
actually from Korea, from Seoul. You know the little brown bear,
Yeah. Yeah.
Coney?
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's what's up.
Yeah, yeah.
I
So,
actually got a guy in the UK that started my travel sleeve,
oh,
and I'm gonna go see him in 2 weeks to put
okay.
some more stuff on.
Cool. Okay, well, look, that's all I really had. Unless you got anything else that you wanted to add that I didn't talk about on here, but I really just wanted to get to know you and get to know your experience over there to help some folks out.
Yeah, no, I think I said pretty much everything.
Okay, cool. Well, I appreciate your time today. Thank you very much. You're helping out a lot of families coming over here. I'll get this online as soon as I can. But yeah, appreciate your time.
Sounds good. Thank you.